y'all. Trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking, y'all, the cane gonna trip me up. Yeah, come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking, y'all, the cut here will do just the nose. Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your toes and feet. Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to eat. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they cut me up until I'm just a nose. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking, y'all, the cane gonna trip me up.
Great, why is it?
Yeah,
The first morning I have this on low, and there's garbage pickup. Great Rising, y'all. Great Rising. Thanks for coming on the walk. Thanks for coming on the walk. Glad to have you. Like, comment, share, tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Subscribe. Get your chair. Get your mats. Turn on your bikes, your treadmill. Let me turn this down more. I was up 12 o'clock last night recording HR 40 on the on the cassette. You know, sometimes you forget why there's current inventions. Like CDs and stuff like that. Because when I listened back, and I recorded it like 3 times, and each time when I listened back, it reminded me of when I was a young adult. And we used to try to use the cassettes to tape music from off the radio stations. And, oh, well, anyway, wait till y'all hear it. But that'll be on the second half of the walk. Oh, great, why isn't I'm stiff, y'all? I'm stiff. I am stiff. Whew. I am stiff. But I won't be for long. That's a good part about walking. Stiffness becomes temporary. Whew. So, in my mind, I don't know why I said that, talk with the ancestors. That's why we couldn't say anything about connecting with the ancestors, nothing like that, because that will definitely get you put in the cray-cray house. But I'm sitting there thinking I'm vibing with them. And, of course, I'm asking them why you ain't running through this from sea to shining sea, blazing all the way through. Used to be so angry. And of course they always throw it back at me. And I tell them I will. Soon as I get there. Soon as I'm all energy. I'm focused. I'm not in a cult. I'm not taking my energy and sending it to I don't even know where. This energy is so important, it's so valuable to me. I can't think of sending it nowhere. But I know I do have a separation of matter and energy. But I know I can stay with my matter for as long as I want to. Especially if it's not incinerated. So we're going back and forth. And I said, yeah, when I get there, I will. And they said, well, wait a minute. I thought you were supposed to be the energy, the beacon of kindness and love and warmth and stuff like that. And then it kind of threw me off. Because if y'all go back and listen, I was like, I want to be the positive light energy. That's what I want my energy to be. And so it threw me off. But I recovered. And I said, well, yeah, I do want to do that. I've done that in real life. My energy does that now. I never liked people who talked against us African Americans. I can't do it. The mama jokes and stuff like that, other than the cults and stuff like that, that's the truth. But to wish bad on us, no. No. So I've always lifted the race up. I've always tried to make sure me and my daughter are not exemplary, but a credit to my ancestors. Apparently they sticking around me, so I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right, honey. So I said, no, I can still be that type. Yeah, if you try to do something and my energy, you go, girl, you stick with it. You got that business. Here, try this, try this, try. I'm that kind of energy. Yes, for my race. Because we need the help. You own everything. Anyway. So, they said, but wait a minute. How can you rage? I'm talking about my energy, when my matter and energy separate. They said, well, why would you want you're saying that your energy is going to rage from sea to sunshine and sea over every ever way of grain. And I said, yeah, I want to run through those penal colony states that still exist and still produce those Hatfields and McCoys that go into Congress and legislate against us. Those Hatfields and McCoys that would rather burn money than to give it to us. And, oh yeah, I'll talk about white people. They so stupid. They burning your money too, but they don't say it. Well, as long as black people don't get it. Well, you ain't getting it either. You dummy. Anyway. So, I said, yeah, I want to rage. And they said, well, you can't do both. And then I thought about it. I was like, yes, I can. I love loving. I love giving hugs. You need an uplifting, my energy. I want to be right there for you. But when you say key words, I want to be able to rage. I want to rage that I can get in the middle of that Andreas fault that runs through these United States and take my strength and kick it apart so the cities and those crops and all them things that you think you got that make you better than African Americans, when everything you have is because of African Americans. I want it all to fall in Aunt Andrea's fault. Keywords. I'm trying to say them, but as I'm thinking them in my head, they cut so deep, I can barely get them out. When are they going to stop doing this to us? When my energy hears that, I want to flame up and run through all of these penal states. I want to blaze and burn down every farm, every crop, every forestry, everything that makes you think you better than me because you got. I want to burn it down to the ground. So I told them that's to be my cue. When I hear them say, what did we ever do to them that they still fucking with us? Whew! My energy, flame up, flame up. And I'm going to go through that U.S. Capitol and I'm going to start squeezing them old, hateful, nasty hearts till the blood run out their ears. And then I can come back and relax and look at the accomplishments that we have made. But every time I hear trigger word, here's another trigger word. Yeah, that cop shot him. Oh! Whoo! 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 That's when my energy will rage. And I will try to get every volcano on this bitch to explode and shoot lava all over this goddamn place. So that's what I explained to the ancestors. I was like, no. And then I can go back to loving them. And I don't know why they rage. But I think he's so disconnected. You know? But I don't want to be. I'm not. You know? Like when I think about this healthcare. Like I would love to have someone come through and do the heavy cleaning that I can't do. Only be 3 rooms. But now I pay into this, you know, that's why I'm telling you it's extortion, because you can't get nothing out of it. And it says that if I pick a health insurance to manage my health, can you imagine? You don't want to sit next to me on a bus. You don't want me to have nothing, do nothing, go nowhere. But I have to turn my life over to you to manage. So, if I pick a health insurance, then I can get all the perks. And then the doctor, I said the doctor will tell me whether I need to get a housekeeper or not. Because by then I'll be going to all the blood work because I'll be so busy occupied running around to doctors that then they'll say, yes, you can have someone to help you clean up the house because all your time is spent with us and we're putting so much poison in you, you can't move. So you see, I'm not going to fit that bill. So that's why my money is extortion money. Insurance companies only work to the advancement of insurance companies. But in cults, they tell you all kind of bullshit. In cults, they tell you all kind of bullshit. You gotta have a big funeral. I already told my daughter. Ain't nobody know when I came here. Ain't nobody need to know when I leave except those who want to know. Okay, those who knew my mother was pregnant knew when I came here. Same way on the way out. Separation of matter energy. I ain't worried about none of that shit. When this energy get, when this energy, I mean, love being in this matter, but when this energy and matter separate, this energy got freaking plans. And it ain't none of your cult bullshit. Oh no, I don't want my own planet in the universe. Oh, I don't want to be. Oh, I don't want to go to ghetto heaven where my job is washing the angel's uniform. Oh my gosh, that's what I did here on earth. For nothing. I don't want to go to ghetto heaven where the angels say, oh, the white angels are good, the black angels are bad, the dark spirits. I ain't going that way. I ain't touching that shit. I ain't going to go to no man. I done seen enough of them in this human experience. With my energy, I ain't gonna see nothing but energy. I don't want to see nobody and sit on the right hand of some white man or the left hand of some white man and all that kind of stuff. I don't understand how you take your energy and put it there. I was born into it, but it comes a time you break free. Whew. No. I'm be here because you know what? I love my daughter. I love my nieces and nephews, though they think I'm just their mother's good girlfriend. Whew. I love my nieces and nephews that I have not seen to have a relationship with because I was born when my mother and father wasn't married. And then when my father got married, his children and their children were deemed better than me. So, because I was born a bastard from somebody else on the outside, blah, blah, blah. You know how the cult shit go. So, I love them. So, I want to stick around them and make sure they do good. Because I've always loved them. And when I hear them say, they just want to keep their foot on our neck. Woo! Woo! I want to run through these states and burn every farmland, every orchard, every vineyard. But until then, my energy is going to be so nice and sweet, so loving and kind. I want to go around and give hugs to my family and say, y'all keep going. Y'all keep going. Y'all keep going. But for me, them dirty low-down dogs that's still doing dirty low-down dog things, at night I call on the ancestors. Why you ain't squeezing them hateful Hatfield and McCoy's hearts until the blood run out their ears and nose? I say to them, and they say to me, well, we ain't never really had to do nothing like that. We ain't never had no thought like that. That's enslavement. I'm calling for the Huey Newtons, the Rat Browns. I'm calling on the the energy of the militants from the 60s. Y'all were angry. They couldn't have broke you before you separated from your matter. They couldn't have broke you. What you couldn't do them in human form, you can do to them in energy. Energy is all around. It can happen. Well, them big, fat, old ass, red face, Hatfield and McCoy's laying in bed, you can jump on them and choke them. That's how I talk to them at night. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. And I said, but nobody ever asked us to do that. I said, no, because we're trained to attack one another. You know, the biggest fear for activists and stuff like that is if we get angry at the Caucasians through all their years of grooming, they know if we get angry enough at the white people that they have trained us to turn it on ourselves, and we would basically destroy ourselves. And I tell our ancestors all the time, that's why I'm saying y'all gotta do it. No. My father used to get angry at that board of education, as he said, his bosses would come in just speaking Yiddish, couldn't speak any English, nothing. Green card, board of education was his boss. So when he used to say they ain't doing nothing but dumbing us down, I understand now what he was saying. But the difference is, in his passing, but he's just newly separated matter and energy. So maybe it takes a while for you to get it together. But that rage he had when he used to come in and they ain't paying him nothing, and he got to train people that can't even speak the language. So. Woo. So by the time he ready to rage, I hope he run through these states, these penal colonies, and the spirit of my father burn up every farm, every crop. Yes, break time, y'all. Cause if I stop walking, y'all, the cut me up until I'm just a nose. Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet. Yeah, I said come walk with me, save your toes and feet. Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to eat. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they cut me up until I'm just a nose. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking, y'all, the cane gonna trip me up. Yeah, come walk with me, save your feet and toes. Hey y'all, I didn't finish the thought. So what my father would do, he would come home so angry. He'd go to school, get a degree. He already got enough for a associate's degree. He's in college, and every supervisor he got is some kind of Central European. They all speak Yiddish, and he could never get promoted. And so he would come home, kick the dog, slap the wife, and fight with the kids. Now, I know some people get passed over for promotions, but I think you should have certain criteria. And speaking English should be one of them, especially if you're working at the Board of Education. So that's why I know I was educated during the dumb time. Here's this. I recorded this last night. But further recommend appropriate remedies. Since the initial introduction of this legislation, its proponents have been substantial have I'm not going to make you suffer through that. I just want to let you know that I did try to record it on the 8-track cassette tape. Let me see. You know, because... And this is the sound you get. You remember? Yeah, I must have pulled out the plug. Okay. Well, anyway. Anyway, that's it. So I tried. So I have to record the podcast, The Pod Moves First, that you can find on YouTube on The Pod Moves First, or on my page Inspiration Sensation, or on Facebook under Neighbors TV, or on Facebook to look at the old episodes, Neighbors Chef Song. Okay. So yeah, I didn't finish the thought. Yeah, so he would come home awful angry. So last night as I was recording that, I want to find out. Y'all saw what I posted. It was a $3 billion something error in South Carolina budgeting some kind of controller. And they laughed it off as a joke. And they said, don't worry, it won't affect the budget of South Carolina. And I want to find out if the African American Reparation Commission said anything to South Carolina. Because them, Alabama, Mississippi, they were huge enslavement camps. I remember there was big enslavement camps up in the north under the, what are those people called? The ship making people with the blonde hair that all Europeans think are the greatest of the greats. Dutch. And the Swiss and all that kind of shit. So, they lost $3 billion. The African Americans there living under the poverty line. So are the poor whites. But the poor whites don't care. All they need to know is, well, so for them it's okay if they don't got nothing. They don't kind of have no health care. Get the birth certificate for the child unless the child is mentally challenged and they can get Social Security. But the African Americans, they're not so lucky. If you're able to pull out some Social Security from out there, good luck to you. But they can laugh and talk about how 3.5 $3.5 million. $3.5 million era. Now you see, if my matter and energy separated, and I heard that, my energy would go through South Carolina, and when I finish flaming, that fucking place would be a desert. I'd have burned down everything that could possibly burn. But I'm still in human form, and I'm old. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm old. But when my matter and energy separates, I ain't listen to that Hatfield McCoy lies telling me where my energy goes. I know where my energy goes. And my energy gonna stay here and stomp some asses. I'm sick of it. 5-something billion dollars going away. They're like, oh, what are you talking about slavery? What are you talking about reparation? We don't owe you nothing you don't. I don't understand why we don't take it or burn it down. But that's just me. I said there's enough forestry out there to burn down to pay all the reparation ever. Feel good. Feel good. If I had to know how I could do it, shit, yeah, I would. But I have to wait until my matter and energy separates. And when my matter and energy separates, and that's all I want y'all to say. Ain't gonna be no funeral. Y'all ain't sending me no going home. I'm home. Keep your cult bullshit over there. I'm home. Y'all still then chasing the white people and going to the planet. Don't rest in peace me. Save that for your cult stuff. Save that for your cult stuff. No. Don't come look at my body. My body's here. And I thank you for subscribers on YouTube. I got 233 subscribers. And maybe 2 or 3 people watch me every day. On Facebook, I only have 500-some friends. So, and though my page is public, still, maybe I get like 4 people who watch. So, whew. So I'm free to speak to you and tell you how my spirit, my energy, I respect this energy that runs this. I respect energy, and I know what it is. It ain't that cult bullshit y'all talking about, but y'all can take your energy and waste it. Soon the cults be saying, when you die, take your energy and command it to go into this or go into that. So no, I want you to know that when I pass, I just want you to look for disasters, especially in those penal colonies, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi. I have to say New York, Connecticut, New Hampshire, because enslavement was up here. They just stopped doing it first, but it was up here. Let me see. I think they had some in Missouri. But when I go, I want you to keep your eye on them racist states and these racist people. And when they drop dead, and you don't know what's from, I want you to say, damn, Vicki got a hold of them and squeezed that heart until the blood came out the ears. That's how I want you to remember me. And when in those states you see a fire raging and them scuzz, meth, oxycontin, addicted, hating, ignorant asses run from out of the mountains and die in the flame, say, damn, Vicki was serious. That's my energy, honey. Yes, that's what I want you to think of me. When you see some scuzz, Hatfield McCoy redneck spewing their freaking stupid venom, talking Jim Crow racist stuff, and they choke in the middle of talking. They choke up, and then blood pours out of their mouth. I want you to say, dang, Vicki was serious. She going after them people. That's how I want you to think of me and remember my name when my matter and energy separate. Don't say rest in peace. Just tick off what the hell I'm doing. When they take up Florida, when you hear that Florida has broken off and floated into the Atlantic Ocean, heading somewhere in the middle, say, dang, Vicki's energy done got enough ancestors together to kick that bitch in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and hopefully it submerges and goes all the way down. You call it the city of Atlantis. And then you say, dang, Vicki said she was going to do that with her matter and energy separate. Don't ever say R.I.P. to my name. Say, that's a good one, girl. What else you got? But I guess only those people who are not cult related would say that. People who are cult related will say, that's what they'll say. I tell you, these people. Anyway, I'm going to record on the computer again, HR40, and I just got some questions to ask and answer. And yeah, when my matter and energy separates, when it comes down to my people in the struggle, I will be there to help you, lift you up, love you, and support you. And every time you say, they try to take everything we got. Oh! My energy will be such that I will run through every capital in every state. My energy will run through every capital and every state. And every vile villain, racist crap. I just want to run through, and as I go through, just grab that heart and squeeze it until the blood runs out the nose and the ears. And then you'll say, whoo, Vicki did say her energy was going to do that. Burn it And collateral damage is just collateral damage. Let's see what your Colts could do. Let's see what your Colts could do. But don't mourn for me, honey. No. Because I ain't going nowhere. I'm just not in human form. And if you didn't see the human form when I was here, what the hell are you worrying about it when I'm not? But just look and see. Because I'm going for it. Make this, my energy, make this whole goddamn nation a damn dust bowl. Let everybody go back to the fuck you came from. The Native Americans know how to live in the dust bowl. You put them there already. Woo! Native Americans will know how to survive in the dust bowl. That's where you put them at. Yes. So don't let people say, oh, well, she had so and so, and if she had came to us, we would have saved her. When I was a child, that used to burn me up. Well, if they had been able to see a doctor, we'd have been able to save them before. Lies. 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 I don't listen to none of them medical stories that y'all love and them emergency and stuff stories. You don't realize how they get into your freaking head. That you stop listening to your body and you start listening to them. And even as a child, I would say, how can people who hate our guts heal us? To me, that was impossible. How can a people who think your life ain't worth shit want to heal you when you get sick? How is that possible? How does the people who think you're an enemy want to heal you? It's impossible, and they don't. You are an experiment. That's all they can give you. They can't give you anything else. If the experiment works, good for you. But your body and the universe talks to you all the time and tells you what to eat. Tells you the simple act of walking not only can help your body, but help your life. You have a problem, walk for a half hour, you ain't got it. And then you got a solution. Body not doing good, walk. Let the body heal itself. I don't understand how y'all go to them people. Not me. And talking about insurance. I never got shit from an insurance company. You know when I used to go on job? I used to say, can the money that you put into the insurance company, can you put it in my paycheck? I'll worry about my health. Well, what if it's an emergency? I'll deal about it then. And that's the attitude I should have with my extortion money. So now if I want to get a housekeeper or somebody to come help, maybe do the laundry, maybe do some, I'm paying for it. No. I got to go to the white doctor. Oh, Mr. White Doctor, sir. Mr. White Doctor, sir. Give me all your medicine. Give me all your medication. I am sick. You know these doggies is always sick. And he said, he'll put his hand on my head and say, I absolve you of all your dark sins. Take this medication. I ain't gonna do it. One thing I noticed in this country, especially when it comes to us, devalue, degradation, oppression to the end. You're laying in that hospital and they're running them little interns by you. Whew. Laying there, waiting for the white gods to grace you. And then there's a buzz all over the ward. Oh, the gods are coming. The gods are here. The gods, they'll save us. And he walks in and he looks at that chocolate. He said, how you doing today? Don't look at you. How you doing today? So they say you're so. Well, I'm going to give you such and such and such and such. And then he take your hand and said, now you be good. And then the colored people run by. Oh, oh, the God touched me. He touched my head. You don't understand. My grandmother taught me, and I taught my daughter, disease of the hands. They touch so many diseased people in their life. How can they not touch you and give you a disease? Why are they not the carrier of disease? Well, to me, they are. Y'all go to the doctor, you're happy, excited, you go to the doctor. To me, every doctor's appointment is like saying, walk in the mile, walk in the mile, walk in the mile. My blood pressure can be low, but let me tell you, I was on the telephone. One prescription I have, amlodipine. And of course the other one went Lizardin. And they said, oh, you don't have another prescription. Do you want to call your doctor? I thought I was going to have a high blood pressure stroke just from the question. And then he quickly said, oh, we can call them. You call them. I ain't get there yet to get rid of that prescription, but I am working on it every day. Whoo! Y'all want to see a happy person? Now, remember that lady I told y'all in roller skating? She looked like a skeleton on wheels. If I have to get to being a skeleton on wheels, to never pick up another prescription, to never have to sit in front of primary care physician, how the hell can someone whose brother shoot your son in the freaking head because they think you ain't shit, your primary care physician? I remember my doctor, he said, you don't have a... who makes decisions for your health? I wanted to jump up and say, bitch, me! Who do you have to make decisions of your health? Me! Because when I can't pay, it's me. If you don't get your money, you don't give a damn about me. Stop playing with me. Because I don't play with you. I am, especially Mount Vernon, titties missing, womb missing, shooting up insulin. And all they could talk about, oh, you know my doctor said. You know my doctor said. Well, you know my doctor said. And I was like, he said you ain't got no breasts. He said you ain't got no womb. He said you're going to be shooting up to you in the fucking ground. And you'll be taking them pills unless you change your diet. That's what the doctor said. No, they don't say that. I said, what does your body say? But cults teach you that your body is against you. Ain't that some shit? 10, not up, no down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 for good luck. I said, my body makes me breathe. The coach said, no, Jesus makes you breathe. I said, how do people who don't know Jesus breathe? Stop asking stupid questions. 10, not up, no down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 for good luck. How do they breathe? I'm proud to say I have no cult affiliation. I have no cult. I'm not with the Baptist cult. I'm not with the Lutheran cult. I'm not with the Methodist cult. I'm not with the Protestant cult. I ain't with the thing in Christ and church and blah or the IHOP and stuff. I ain't with them cults. Deal with me differently. Like, comment, share. Tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. On Monday, we're not going to be walking until 7 p.m. I have to record the song with Ron on Monday. So I won't be walking in the morning, but I'll be finished in enough time to walk at night. And I'm giving up my roller skating Monday to be here with y'all to do the walk at 7 p.m. on Monday. 7 p.m. on Monday. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. See you Monday at 7 p.m. Have a good weekend.